It is well past the halfway mark of the IPL. Maybe in the next 2 to 3 days, when the BCCI selectors meet to discuss the T20 World Cup squad, most of the teams and most of the contenders would have played about 1 or 2 more games. Now, there is only one potential contender in that list if you look at it. But there is one slot which is available, which is the wicket-keeper batter. At the start of the IPL, there were 6 contenders. But now, looking at the current mood, looking at the current trend, it seems as if we have boiled down to just 3 people, with 2 potentially getting the nod, and I think most likely we would have figured out who are our 2 wicket-keeper batters heading into the T20 World Cup of 2024. Firstly, these are the contenders: Rishabh Pant, Sanju Samson, Jitesh Sharma. Now, earlier we had included Dhruv Jurel, KL Rahul and Ishan Kishan in the list. But looking at the contract situation, looking at the returns that Ishan Kishan has had, maybe he's not getting it. Dhruv Jurel, unfortunately, he was in the same team as Sanju Samson fighting for that berth, which is why we felt Dhruv Jurel might have a very outside chance of it. KL Rahul not batting in that same position, but then he scored runs, he scored a couple of runs, but his performances against Chennai Super Kings, especially in Chepauk, that has dulled the confidence. Now, among these 3, if you look at the race, how it is after 9 games, and this is updated after the Gujarat Titans vs Delhi Capitals match yesterday at the Arun Jaitley Stadium, you can clearly see that as far as impact, if you look at strike rate and runs is concerned, it is Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant with 342 runs at a strike rate of 161.3 has done what he had to do. So far, if you look at it, he's having a good season when you have to look at the Delhi Capitals situation. And Delhi Capitals somehow, some way are still clinging on to the playoff spot. Sanju Samson, 314 runs at a strike rate of 152.4. It means that yes, Sanju is also having a pretty decentish season. But look at Jitesh, 128 runs, strike rate of 125.4, and trust me, Punjab Kings have done all they could to scupper his chances, because batting him sometimes at number 4, batting him sometimes at 6, batting him at 7. Where has Jitesh Sharma found the stability in? And to compound his woes, he's lost form at the most inopportune time possible. Now, tomorrow Punjab Kings are taking on Kolkata Knight Riders, but by that time, one feels it is too late. Now we have boiled down to potentially the 2 contenders that are there, Sanju Samson and Rishabh Pant. But in the case of Rishabh Pant, these numbers hide a very, very important facet which might hurt India, because Pant, Sanju have had impacts. There is no denying that. Whenever they have played a good knock, the team has prospered. But look at the last point, which we have kind of figured out from the analysis. Pant has also been plagued by certain poor knocks and also by slow starts. Let me give you a classic example. That one slow start could have hurt Delhi Capitals versus Chennai Super Kings, but he made it up towards the fag end. But the game against Sunrisers Hyderabad, he totally lost it. 18 of 22, and then he made it up with 44 of 35. But in the chase of 250 plus, that's not happening. Rishabh Pant also, if you look at it, is not batting in the number 6 position. But are we looking at the wicket-keeper batter playing in the number 6 position? Because looking at the team dynamics, he may have to. But if you look at it, a Rinku can bat at number 6 or 7. Maybe that is what they are looking at. Pant can be your number 5 or Sanju can be your number 5. Depends upon the all-rounder situation also. If Hardik is there, maybe the team would want to say, okay, Rishabh Pant, you bat at number 5. Maybe there might be a swap in that sense. So, Jitesh in woeful form. Now, unfortunately, looking at what has happened, he was the incumbent after the end of the World Cup, and he did play in the series versus Australia, had some cameos, but he didn't set the stage on fire. In that position, he and DK have been the only one to stake a claim for itself. Now, we may have boiled down to 3 individuals, but there may be 2 left field selections also. We have been saying no, they don't stand a chance. But with the Indian cricket team, you really don't know. What about Dinesh Karthik and KL Rahul? DK, if you have it, he's also had a fantastic IPL. But would you want to make the mistake of going back to DK after 2022? Probably not. Plus, after the end of the IPL, DK did play in some bilaterals and he did shine in that. After that, he lost form. Now he doesn't have any bilaterals to play. But what about KL Rahul? He could be the ultimate left field selection if it's done, and probably it will be unfair to two of them. 2 days later, the BCCI selectors are meeting in Delhi and there might be an announcement, maybe not on the 27th, anywhere between 28th to 30th. Because by May 1, you have to give the squad for the T20 World Cup. And this is the disclaimer. You can give the squad but can make changes until May 28th. Any other changes after that, you will have to get the permission of the ICC Technical Committee. So May 30th, anytime, April 30th, anywhere in between that, you can announce the squad. But then, whether it will be Sanju, whether it will be Rishabh, whether it will be Jitesh, that remains to be seen. But as far as things stand, these two gentlemen are probably making the trip to the T20 World Cup. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Bye-bye.